What is good wine? Well, good wine is wine that brings you pleasure with the company you're in. I mean, that's the basic thing. Well, ZORAH is a project by an Armenian. He's not a winemaker. He was in the fashion industry in Milan. He was born in Iran, and he was raised largely in Italy and established quite a successful fashion business there. He visited Armenia in 2000, and he fell in love with the country and fell in love with some local wine. He recognized that wine was a very deep part of Armenian culture, and it turns out that the oldest wine production facility ever found in the world is in Armenia from 6,000 years ago. And so he wanted to recreate this legacy of great Armenian wine. Armenia, of course, has produced wine for millennia. But most people in the past century have known Armenia mostly for brandy rather than for wine.
Absolutely.
And in order to make brandy, you need to make wine, but you don't make necessarily good wine, that you can drink with at a table. You want a very simple wine for that. There's a couple of retailers in New Jersey that sell it. There's some retailers in California that sell it. It's not yet available in the New York market per se, although I suspect by the end of the year it will be in New York retail. You could buy it at Al Mayas restaurant, which is the Lebanese Armenian restaurant in the Flatiron district. And you can go to any wine shop and you can say, listen, I want this wine. They can look it up in their catalog, and they can order it for you wholesale. Another great resource is to go to a website called wine-searcher.com and type in ZORAH, Z-O-R-A-H, and then, well, that should be enough, but Karasi, if you want the name of the one, K-A-R-A-S-I, which of course is amphora in Armenian, and it'll tell you which retailers have it presently. Well, my name is Jamal Reyes. I've been writing about wine as a critic and as a scholar of wine, I suppose, for about the past 15 years. Currently, I cover the United States wine industry for French Wine Magazine. In the past, I've written for a number of other publications, Wine and Spirits, Wine Enthusiast, Food and Wine Magazine. Actually, I wrote one of their annual wine guides for 8 years, from 2002 to 2008, and had a column with the magazine. New York Times, different people.
What would you like to let the people know about this wine?
That it is an expression of both romance and authenticity.
It was a very interesting evening. I've done some wine tasting courses, so I know very, very little about wine, but it was very fascinating to hear about the history of the wine, as well as the process of making this delicious bottle of wine. It's Arani grapes, which I was like, oh, I wonder what kind of grapes is it? Is it Cabernet Noir or whatever, Pinot Noir? But it's actually its own grape, which is Arani, and it's wonderful. The taste, the moment I tasted it, it was very flavorful and very kind of like a bold wine.
Beautiful.
And you could taste you can taste some sort of like oranges in it. It was delicious. I definitely would recommend. This is the bottle Z, which actually is the first letter of my name. I think it's beautiful, the Z, and it's wonderful. So I'm excited to tell my friends about it, and I'm very proud.